All right, welcome to week 2 of the NECC. We have Wartburg versus Doane University. I am Coach Fisher here with Samir.
Yeah, so Doane, where are they from? Is that?
That's a good question. They are.
Yeah.
In Nebraska, Crete, Nebraska.
So the servers should be fine. Do they do server picks or anything? I don't even know that.
I'm actually not 100% sure how it works either in Overwatch. I think it's just automatic.
Probably. So I don't remember. So usually we have the 2 sentry picks, but I don't know if they're going that.
Yeah, for some reason Overwatch is really weird, and at first you can see your opponent's pick, and then it has to reset. You have to pick characters again. So I don't know if we see that here as the spectator. I actually think we don't see that as the spectator, but.
Yeah, we don't really play a soldier. Usually it's like a sim or something else. But we usually don't. We don't have the. So we both have the honor pick, but we don't have the Moira. Thanks. But we have the horse usually, but usually we have the hazard on this one.
Yeah, I know lately Pickle Pote's been working on Orisa a little bit more. Great pick there from Yoga too.
Yeah. So we have the trade sitting. I don't know, Torb just does a lot of damage from that one angle. Spamming those, it's like how Hanzo would play as well. But I don't feel like he's in this one little corner here, just trying to hold this one position. I guess because on this point I have sitting a lot, so they try to hold the high ground. What's the point of holding the point right at the top? So I think try to get the high ground. That's how the point's always now. Even if they get on the point, they still try to fight the high ground.
Yeah, the hard part about this matchup right now is Zarya tends to beat Orisa into the tank matchup. So it's really hard for Pickle Pote to walk forward and take space right now, which is what we're seeing a little bit of.
I think they're a little spread here too.
A big spread isn't always the worst thing in the world. As long as you guys have good angles on each other, it can be pretty good.
I don't know if you're seeing the right click there, but I don't know how strong the right click really is.
Yeah, not quite as powerful as Reaper shotguns, but can still do a lot of damage. And Reaper showing how good those shotguns are.
Not afraid to fight that. Just taking this off angle is getting ignored. Putting in that damage. Let's have that all force it down. It does go down, or it does pop off, but even right now, I
Ana fighting for her life now on point, but Soldier's still there with them.
They do. Close.
Moira goes down.
Right there.
They commit Nano.
That might go a little over too. They did. I think they popped the Nano on the as well there, so yeah, they did. And popped the all the ulters gonna go out here. Old soldier ulter up here. Wow.
The nade
that
kill.
Was crazy. Wow. That should have been put an highlight right there. That would have been crazy. And I don't know how like their comms go out or anything. Do they just spam one character's name and hopefully it works?
Yeah, usually it's basically echo calling is what we call it, where you just kind of one person starts shouting a target, then everybody tries to start shouting that target for the most part. But also the hope is that if everybody understands fundamental positioning, then everybody can identify the people who are out of positions themselves, so don't even have to worry about comms too much.
Wow.
It does put her out of line of sight of her supports, though. Let's see if they're able to survive. Yeah, it seems like a one fight for the side of Wartburg, though, nonetheless.
I mean, I think you kill these guys pretty late. Maybe stagger them a bit. They did have the Nano coming back up again. The Nano there. I know probably more all come up from the fight as well. They don't really have much work out on this all the way to beat it. I don't know how really strong that is. Just pop this sorry.
And that's a huge stagger for Wartburg as well. Now they're going to have to wait precious seconds to touch this point again. It is going to be last fight now. Whoever wins this fight is going to get this point.
So, I mean, we just had the Moira ult and just the Torball probably plays, right? Maybe just force ult one club, but they have like four of their ults here. We're gonna use. So, I was looking at the Doane. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, in this game you don't take it all. It's over, so no point in not popping.
0 to 1.
So it's 0-1. We go to the. Is it random when it to the next map,
Ready for battle.
or is it just do they pick which one to go
It is random for control.
to? Okay.
It is random, yeah, what order all three of these maps are played in. I believe, but actually now that I'm saying that, I think it's been in this exact order every time.
Yeah.
So it is when you play ranked. Custom lobbies might be slightly different.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know actually. That was. I just thought about. Okay, so they do have the. I think they did play a Zen here last time on this map. I think they did. Can't remember. I think they did also play the May. What they usually do is play on this left side. Play switch on. Get covered. It's pretty open on this side, and there's not much cover on the right side of it. And I don't know what I saw an update for TikToks about like power-ups now or something. Overwatch.
Yeah, they're adding an update. It's not live yet, but the next update that will happen on Tuesday, you can get perks.
Yeah.
And each character can decide between 2 minor perks and then decide between 2 major perks. I'm not sure how they're going to implement it yet, so we'll have to wait and see.
Crazy. I saw that Ana could headshot for one of her perks or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy. And Horse can get a shield back. That was one of them. Yeah. Wartburg does. We're just looking at this corner.
Not finished.
But yeah, so it's a win fight for Doane. Yep, Nebraska. And ult charges are looking pretty similar, other than that potion is about as about. They're getting pretty aggressive here, maybe trying to get that early pick, but yeah, you do fall back. Yeah, so we're gonna have to on Nano here. So they love to get the Nano to the whole side.
You're powered up.
Yep,
Get in there.
Got that very but that does I've noticed does put a lot of damage. More damage than and you do have the horse motor like unless you win this one. We'll just try to fly out one time. Oh, disappear. Now it's basically a one touch. Goes down. So it looks like a lot of ult on go up. So yeah, they're gonna have 5 ults coming. So it's gonna be pretty hard to win. Compared to maybe like 3 on our side. One of them.
Enemies here.
They're trying to put that one back into there. All coming out. Went through that the whole thing.
Purge the enemy from our objective.
The lost fight for Berg. But they still have. They're gonna have 4 ults for this next fight. So while the Doane did use the ults here, they still have both their healer ults and 4 ults. So yeah, we have the Moira ult, Nano, and our Venture ult.
Yeah, Ventral can be pretty powerful as well. They're able to stay alive long enough to use it.
Slams it.
Yeah, she sends multiple shockwaves across the ground that do a pretty significant amount of damage.
Pops
And-
all before he goes down. I think Mara is trying to push him into the wall. But they do. I don't know if it was a good formation on the fight. Point and match. That's for the capture. So that would be one round. Takes it. So now we go to push.
Either escort or hybrid, depending on what they
Okay.
pick.
Play of the game.
Good. On Ana, play of the game. This is very rare, actually.
Yeah, you don't see that too
Dude,
often.
this is actually rare. Okay. Ana diff. So, this who's out on the first one? Yeah, we go. Okay, it is an escort, then a push, then a over. So, I don't know what the main problem. I mean, maybe it was in coordination or like, oh, they just had too much pressure going out, but they know what they need to do for the. I think they're usually generally better on escort and push maps anyway. Actually, no. I don't think I've ever seen them win a full game yet. Actually, no. I think every time I've been here, maybe I'm the curse. Actually.
Yeah, I think we've traditionally been a little bit better on the control maps and on push
Yeah.
and flashpoint as well. It's kind of when we're all fighting for the same point. But this year, I don't know. I think we've been playing a lot better on the escort and hybrid maps as well. So it's pretty 50-50.
Yeah. I remember one
yeah.
time we won with the push map, like just pushing all the way, which barely happens. So, I mean, I think they're generally pretty good at your push. I've seen. And push is my favorite. With the most hectic things going on, just the way like the robot and the spawns change.
Yeah, push. I like push as well. Some people don't like it. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air. I think they changed some of the maps. Like Colosseo used to be a map that was hated for the most part, and then they reworked Colosseo, and now people seem to like push more. Now people don't like Clash, which they don't like Clash so much that Clash was actually taken out of the rotation. So it is not currently a game mode that is playable right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, what can they listen to their community? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like when you play ranked, it's not even an option that you'll get anymore.
That's actually pretty crazy. I didn't realize they, I don't know much of the maps, like physical names, unless I see the map first. Other than the one that starts with an R. I don't know.
Rialto?
No, it's a push map. It's a push map.
Oh, push. Runasapi.
Unasapi, yeah, that one. 'Cause they play that. Like they keep playing that one. So we picked this. They banned a map, or we banned a map first, and they banned. No.
I have to check because it's different between every league. I always have to check. So right now for NECC, for round 2, the loser picks between hybrid or escort, and winner will ban one map from the map pool of the chosen game type. Then loser will then pick from the remaining maps of that game type.
So last time we did see King's Row. That's what it was. We saw King's Row last time.
Which is generally agreed upon to be the best map in the game. Everybody loves King's Row. You're going to see it a lot. It's important to be good at it.
Yeah. Unless they ban it, but
yeah, I have yet to ever see somebody ban King's Row before.
yeah, I don't know what maps are in rotation and what map names really are, but I don't remember what they usually banned. I don't know because I don't know if they prefer hybrid or escort.
So far, escort has been picked and Dorado has been banned.
Okay.
So, thinking about what Wartburg likes to play. I mean, options are just escort maps. We have Junkertown. We have Route 66. We have. Oh, what else am I missing?
Route 66.
Gibraltar, or Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Yeah.
Which I think is in the rotation right now. Again, I get confused because different maps are in different map pools for our 2 leagues that we play in.
Yeah. How is the other league going? Is he doing better than that league?
We are 1-3 right now.
Okay, so that's better than this league.
Yeah, so better than this league. We're 0-1 right now in this league.
Yeah.
But I think we've played some of the better teams in the division so far.
Yeah.
So I think we are on the up and up in MVEC for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I think Route 66 would be if I were to pick a map, I'd pick Route 66. I just feel like that plays the best. It just doesn't. At the end, it's so hard.
Yeah, it looks like we're going Gibraltar. So.
We're also.
And winning team gets to pick whether they'd like to start on defense or attack. Usually most teams opt to defend first.
I wonder why that is, honestly.
Yeah, we were talking about it. I mean, there's pros and cons to both. Because, like, attacking second, I think, is pretty good because you know where it's like, okay, we just have to stay on the payload. Up until we finish, like, because it's overtime. So I think you kind of have that advantage.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But
I think
I mean, in the opposite way, like, if you're defending, you also kind of know, if you're defending second, it's like, okay, we know we pushed it this far. We know we have to stop them at this point, so we can just jump on the payload right here.
Yeah. I think I like to attack first. I'm just thinking about Marvel Rivals, but I think I like to attack first because you can just push the payload and then you just play defense.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's the same thing you're doing on both sides,
Yeah.
so kind of is just personal preference.
Yeah.
And we will be, heading to Gibraltar.
And are we on the defense or attack?
We're going to be on attack first. They opted to pick.
Obvious.
So Wartburg will be.
So we'll be the red. This time, let's see if I don't mess up.
Yeah. Now that Wartburg is on the red side, gonna have to make sure that we are aware of that.
Up. Okay. Get a good cinematic going.
As we just had one of the players enter our casting room to say thanks for watching and give a little smooch to the camera that was not shown.
Yeah, I don't know. Did he actually like fully on kiss it, or did he? Like
Nah, I think he like more so blew a kiss to
Yeah.
So all you watching at home, just know that Cole, aka Blurgenturgen, says hello. Now we got Pickle Poet says hi mom as well in the chat.
Looks like Gibraltar's
And he doesn't even say hi to me.
Seven
Gotta
minutes
just
help to share.
Picking favorites.
yeah. Like,
Picking mom over
me.
over you
That he
on
probably
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That's
He doesn't-
crazy.
And he probably doesn't even know my name, so could have said hi, Casper. So we do. This is the first time I've seen a Sigma. After you play the Sigma, it is. This is my first time playing. This is the Sigma all the time. I forgot he was even up to fire.
Yeah, Sigma actually is pretty good, and on this map specifically, you need someone with mobility and or range, because there's so much high ground on this map that, like, that's why you see a lot of Winstons on this map, especially on attack.
Our guys get
Take
the
it so seriously.
take the, which they have a pretty far rotation back.
Yeah, it's such a bizarre first corner here, with that high ground being so inaccessible to so many characters.
Yeah, so you see the Winston here, and they do have a Reaper, unless they.
Yeah,
they do
the
have a
Reaper
Reaper.
still
which
there.
does counter the Winston. When he
Winston on
usually just
40
plays into it, he
HP,
doesn't
looking
care.
for healing, but no healers to be found. Biggest of Owls went down.
No heals.
And Blurgenturg was up top.
With the, let me get my color straight here. So yeah, so we do have the Kiriko. I always love Kiriko just because he has and he uses cleanse too early. But with Kiriko, yeah, I totally forgot you can just TP and it just gets rid of that cleanse. I mean that anti as well.
Yeah, you can cleanse yourself of most status effects in the game.
I'm grateful.
I just love Kiriko. So her right click does so much damage. You can hit it.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I can see why this guy's a healer. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So he does take out the.
Yeah, 2 for 2. Now it's a 3v2. Now it's a
Again. like I
2v3,
said on the
Wartburg up in numbers.
like I said on the first one, they like to play that high ground. Okay, so Venture is pretty good. Is that his melee attack? Right
Yup.
there?
Yep,
Okay,
Venture's melee attack can just go right through a lot of absorbing attacks there. They get caught out right there, but it looks like
Still winning the fight.
yep, and the point was achieved. The payload
Okay,
was.
so they did already touch, so there's no point for them to really fight here. You just try to stagger them a little bit more here.
But the Sombra kind of
think they
on the
should
back end, the tag team of the Winston and Sombra diving these targets, and the Sigma getting staggered now, gonna get a delayed respawn.
And if you don't have a tank, then you're cooked. You need a tank. That's why I think the 2 tanks should come back. 'Cause I feel like tanks just working.
Yeah, the problem is nobody likes playing tanks, so the queue times were just insane.
So they do have pretty much 5 ults are going to come up here from
Both
sides.
teams, and we see Kitsune Rush being used right away. Winston going to be looking to play aggressively to try to use this whole
That,
Oh no, that's somebody else. It's not somebody in the game.
oh, okay, never mind. I forgot.
See, Wartburg gonna go down first.
Yeah.
As the Nano Blossom a little bit too much.
Looks like we
for-
win this fight here, but we didn't invest much into the fight either.
Well, Wartburg did use 3
Oh,
ults
sorry, I
compared to
flipped my
Doane.
thing, I flipped
yeah,
my thing.
yeah. Doane used only 2, so.
so they won the fight without investing.
And Wartburg did do what, at least from the coaching side of things, I've been urging them to do, is to usually use your ultimate first. We saw Kitsune Rush being the first ultimate to be popped, and usually the team that ults first can win the fight, but not always, as that was the case there. And we see 2 picks coming down right away from the side of Sombra. This Winston is going to jump on this back line, maybe pick up the Ana, but no! Gets picked in the process. The tank down.
I feel like
An EMP being
Good
popped right there, that's
EMP on
huge.
that.
Cancels the Sigma ult.
I feel like he was saving it for that signal. He could have used it. I think that's what might have what he was saying. 1-for-1 ult, plus he gets the full value out of it. So it looks like Wartburg does win this fight here. Yep.
Yep, and they reach point 2 now. 1 more point to go for Wartburg with just under 4 minutes left.
We still have the rally. No, they still have the rally. And so I don't know if they're early in this one back up again, but they do switch to the Diva, which does I don't know. I think Zarya counts. So you can just go underground and just go to a health pack. It's a get out of jail free card there. So it does play against that. So can't do any damage to Diva. She's gonna matrix unless you have melee.
Or some sort of beam attack.
Beam, like Sam, Zarya. So I feel like that's Diva's strongest ability is her defense. I think, I don't know. Just her flying, being able to fly around and dive. So they don't pop the rally, but their Ana does go down before they were able to get the
And
Nano
Winston
off.
survives just barely, baby.
They
Oh my
still-
gosh,
they
that's
still
so much
survive,
damage.
Just hiding around that point.
I believe I saw his HP
Yeah,
go down
gonna-
to 7
Yeah.
at one point.
So
And that Nano gonna save this soldier from dying.
looks like the Winston does try to just pick one, but he tries to pick one target and then try to get that one. Looks like Doane side does have 3 ults. Do have the Venture ult and Doone all gonna come up here as well as
And Venture kind of trapped in this corner, not sure what they're doing in there. Peeking, they could just hide fully.
Yeah.
Almost died for it. Now Venture has
Yeah,
ult here, gonna
greedy.
be looking to pop it. Let's see what they do.
goes up top. Does his little how does he go underground on the bridge? We don't know. So he does have his ult here, but I don't.
There it goes.
There we
Gonna
go.
be popped now.
Gonna pop that and try to do a bunch of damage.
Gets 1 kill with it.
This gets one, but we also did invest the Juno ult, but Juno does go down to the Diva bomb. So it looks like we do win the fight, and we're gonna win it go all the way to the end with the whole 1 minute and 36 seconds.
Yeah, EMP
Really big.
unused as well.
Yeah.
Wartburg had more ults to pop there. They just
Yeah,
didn't need them.
Yeah. So this is already looking better from the control map point. The ice maps that we just watched.
Yeah, control.
Yeah.
Antarctic Peninsula.
So, so we'll see what they pick for the defense side and see if they stick to anything the same or if they like switch it up.
I would assume that they will not be playing Sigma as a tank here. I know they went Diva at the end, so likely we will be seeing Diva once again because attackers almost need to have some sort of mobility on tank if they want to make it to this high ground. Now we see a Winston from the side of them. This is kind of known amongst players as Winston's best map, almost a necessity to play Winston on this map on attack.
Yeah. We don't see an Ana from our side. We usually do have an Ana.
We usually do. Biggest of Vows, usually rocking the Ana, but has been playing a lot more Juno as of late, especially when the other team's playing Dive. Juno just has enough mobility to kind of escape that a little bit better.
Yeah. Like, just fly, basically. And we do have the same exact comp, I think, on defense, so we'll just, it's working. They do have a Widow, which I love Widow. No, you get that good damage. Did they bring her one shot back or no?
Yep, one shot still exists.
Okay.
So Widow is pretty prevalent in the meta right now, especially at some higher tiers of play. You'll see Widow probably only on the beginning of this map, and they'll switch off after this first open fight here.
They die. Yeah, so still looking for that pick. They're playing more defensive than I felt like the other team was on this higher point of the map.
Yeah, now Doane able to push that payload underneath there.
Yeah.
That's kind of the first main challenge, is getting the payload to go underneath the bridge. But
have
now you have the challenge of getting out from the other side of the bridge.
Healing. Need healing.
And there we go. We see Kiriko teleporting to the aid of Winston.
Yeah. Still tries to keep his team up here. Keep his venture up. And try to hold this point on with a pretty big choke point, where a lot of fights. Once you get past this corner, then it's pretty. So they like to just keep fighting on this high ground, because once they go into high ground, usually Josh like has the advantage. Basically Fortnite.
Yeah, everything is Fortnite.
Yeah.
And Winston finding the Widow, but not going to full commit. You know, we in practice we call that chasing the pie. When think of a cartoon, they smell that delicious scent to the pie from the windowsill. They kind of float towards it. We've been found guilty of floating towards the delicious pie to our demise.
So they do pop the two ults here. I don't know who they gave it to the.
Winston just barely able to ult in time.
I think that was just trying to get low and then pop it. Basically,
cut it pretty close.
Yeah, they do get two, but see how much our Sombra can.
Sombra and Venture. Venture is there as well. Both low, no healers, so just trying to stall time. Actually, Big Stavals is back.
Just come back and see how much you can do.
But every second counts, so.
So, still have the Widow up. We'll see if she ends up swapping or not after this point, or after a death here.
Yeah, we'll probably see a Widow swap, after a death. I mean, Widow's also still not too bad on second point. Third point's maybe not as good, but it seems to be working for him right now. Sometimes Widow isn't about getting the picks, but it's about just the threat of a Widow.
Yeah, they do already swap here.
Yep, see the soldier come out.
Yep. So they do have a Sombra too. I don't know when they swap it. They already had that. We popped the ult early here.
It did hit a pretty decent amount of people.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to get two for the troubles, but both DPS from the side of Wartburg going down.
Here. So it looks like Wartburg won by other Juno trying to die here, so it's just get staggered. So they like, again with the high ground, they like to stay on top of everything here. Trying to like buy time. Basically that's what I mean. Buy time. Just so they can't get. Even if they do, just stop as much time as they can, because they did have a minute 30 seconds. They got there.
A little bit of sniper monkey gameplay coming out here. And both monkeys diving each other's backline
Yeah.
to see who comes out on top.
We do have a Genji pick here. You get some nano blades going. Does pop the ult. I feel like pretty early there, but
Yeah, I think he just wanted the leaf refresh there to get back to the high ground.
so just bullying this Ana.
Which that's what you do, and kind of drawing the attention of both supports now, because
they get the Ana, but it does go down. It does go down.
Falls for that.
Yeah. So.
Now we see Wartburg swapping their Sombra for a Reaper here.
Yeah. I think maybe to counteract the Monkey. They are gonna hit the point here, and now we're still on the final payload.
Yeah, Wartburg unable to touch, and now that's about the same time that Wartburg had made it to that point as well.
So they do pop the Monkey. They do have the blade coming up, as well as the nano. So we might see a nano blade, and they also do have the hack. Yeah, the hack for Sombra. And the only ult that Wartburg has to work with right now is just that G ult, which they do pop it early. See if they can get anything. They do put. They're going in pretty aggressive here, actually. Yeah, so they do back up here. They still have those 3 ults to work with, and get 5 with that ult.
Yeah, EMP, Nano, and Blade coming out. That's just going to do so much damage. Wipe to the entire team there.
Backing up.
Now we see a swap to Orisa coming out.
They're trying to put that pressure, try to stagger them a little bit. Of course,
playing a little bit of anti-dive, as I like to refer to it, and they're going to have to touch point here really soon. There's Moira jumping on point there, and Winston's going to be low on the side of Doane.
So they have to hold here for 2 minutes here before it goes into forward.
A great javelin on that Ana. Do they hit the shots? And Pickled Poet does.
I say this most of the time. Usually the spears we see are pretty, spear accuracy is pretty high.
Yeah, it is very impressive, I will admit.
You know if there's a stat that, like, you press tab, it says spear accuracy or anything?
I don't think we can see that from the spectator's perspective, but they might be able to.
Yeah. I feel like those stats are pretty cool to look at. So they still stay on the Winston, but they do have the Winston ult come up and only have the Moira ult to work with, but also almost have the Orb ult. You have it. Popped it early, and soldiers are playing. They're trying to get the high ground, but the soldiers are putting pressure on them so they can stay up there for free. So again, I feel like again, the Guarantee's looking for a dive, and they do get the pick on the Sombra right there. They do ult over the point. Have more pressure.
The Nano Winston going to be doing some damage here. Winston pops ult as well.
Pretty even right now, yeah. I think Wartburg is up right now.
Yeah, Wartburg is up. The other 2 that are you see alive just respawned. Oh, and almost gets another one for their troubles.
Yeah. So they're going to be pretty staggered because the Winston died late there. And it's hard to start a fight without a...
And 3 ult's going to be on the side of Wartburg here heading into this fight with 1, seconds. Maybe 2 on the side of Doane.
Yeah, 40 seconds to get this to the end, or they lose this match. Yeah, they go back to the Diva from before. They start with that blade. They start the fight with the blade, and they pop the rally. Salt's coming out. We're probably gonna see a Q here from our Orisa here. Get the Diva out of mech.
This will be the last fight. There we go.
And then,
it gets canceled from hack. And there's the EMP. Was able to get farmed up.
So look, Wartburg is on the winning here with everything coming out. The ults coming out. Just press Q and got aimbot. Basically, hacks for free.
And that's going to be the map going to Wartburg. Tied up 1-1 now.
So we do go to push, and they get to ban the map now. And the other team, Doane gets to pick. We have Orisa play the game here. Pickled Poet. This is probably when they were on the defense at the very end here. Yep. The Diva got on the mech. He just went crazy. Yep. Started laying them all out. Well, this didn't show. He did have help from the soldier, just holding left click with the aimbot. So good overall, good game there. They're looking a little rough with like 3 minutes, and I think it was like 3.5 minutes on that last point, but they ended up holding it for the whole time. And so we do go to the next map, which will be
It'll be push.
and they get to pick the map, so we probably won't see the same map that we usually play. So they're orange as well.
Yes,
yeah.
their color orange, which is an extremely similar orange to Wartburg.
Yeah, so it is 1-1. It looks like two. It looks like 2-1 with the colors there. But Doane is the lion.
Yeah,
Tiger?
tigers, I believe.
And we are a knight, but our logo. Bro, we should have a knight logo. That actually look way better than just a W.
You know, I would agree with you. We don't make those choices.
What? Our logo just says knights in it.
I feel like that's pretty common actually for colleges, though.
Yeah. So that'd be kind of cool to have an actual knight. Sir Victor, we put Sir Victor on there.
And so, yeah, we should be seeing now heading into the next round, round 3. Winner bans one map, and loser picks the map.
So, I like the Rizestapi map.
Runasapi. So the 4 options here are Coliseo, Esperanza, New Queen Street, or Runasapi is the newest one that they've added. And I believe Wartburg likes Runasapi as well, so should be, usually that's what they're aiming to get. And I think Coliseo typically gets banned first. Sometimes New Queen Street. I feel like we either see Runasapi or Esperanza almost every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like that one. I don't remember. I think it's probably Coliseo with the one long road, basically.
Yeah.
And then it goes up that little hill, like the spiral.
Yep, that is Coliseo. Looks like we are going to see Runasapi coming out.
Yep.
But the players have requested a take 5.
Take 5. Someone needs to use the bathroom.
Yeah, so
Probably.
we'll go to a little break here ourselves on the side of production, and we'll see you when we are back with some Overwatch action.
You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like.
All right, so we're going into the push map was the
Runasapi.
Runasapi. So this is the push map that we see every single time we play. Well, every time I don't know if they play it. But Wartburg that I've seen usually plays good on push maps. They I feel like they're more comfortable with play style, maybe with the how like constant fighting it is. Little resets, I feel like, not too many.
Yeah, I think push is definitely Wartburg's best game mode.
Yeah.
And this is one of the better ones too, better maps for side of Wartburg. We're just having a conversation during that break about what type of map this is, like what characters thrive, and it feels like on this first point here that we're looking at currently that this is a little bit better for Brawl, but once you get outside of this middle point and you go to one of the other corners, then there's really wide open sight lines for longer range. So we'll see how teams are able to take advantage of that.
And Wartburg is, again, the red team.
Wartburg is red team once again.
So we do see the Reaper and the Venge for our duelist or DPS, and we do see the horse. So.
Yeah, Reaper from both sides here.
Yeah, and they do have the Lucio, so that's pretty new. And I saw that you could like snipe people with Reaper now with one of his new abilities. Or
I have not seen that yet. I haven't taken a look too much at all the perks yet.
You could like shoot both your guns at the same time, and it does so much like long range shot.
As big as the owls
So
on the brig, it's taken down right away.
Taken down. So it looks like Wartburg is on. They get double picked off. So Wartburg is at a huge disadvantage when starting this fight, and it's gonna be really hard to get down. They do take the Lucio with them, but it looks like they're fighting a lost fight.
So a little bit of a reset coming out from the side of Wartburg now. We're going to see some character swaps. The Reaper changing to Sombra. We see the Orisa going to Winston. And I forget who Blurgenturg was on before, but now over to Zen. And biggest of owls was on Brig and now on Juno. So swaps from basically everybody except for Venture.
Yeah. So you have, so they do swap off the. So we have the Sombra, which we did have the Sombra in the last map. And we're putting in good amount of work. So does the hack do extra damage as well, or is it just hack?
It does extra damage for Sombra only.
Okay.
So Sombra gets automatic critical hits when shooting a hacked target.
Wow, I didn't really know that. That's actually a lot.
And the virus, that kind of like projectile damage over time, does double damage over time.
Wow.
When they're a hacked target.
That's a lot. So you're
getting a hack is, it is pretty important.
But what about her ult? Is it the same thing, or is it all the whole team?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
Okay. So we do have the reset, just playing back. They do get the early spawn point. They did hit the checkpoint there, so they should respawn. They pop the Reaper ult, and it takes out. Well, both supports on the Wartburg side. They're just
you see some phenomenal shield dancing coming up from Pickled Poet. It's not enough to keep him alive, but man, that Reaper was lost.
Playing into his counter, which he likes to do a lot, and he does it pretty well as well.
Yeah, Pickled Poet, great Winston player. Definitely his favorite character to play.
Just trying to remake what's going on. They are at a huge disadvantage when starting this fight, because the robot is pushing to their side.
Let's check on what Sombra's doing here in their backline. Looking for a target, but it's a little bit too late. Yogotun already goes down. Sombra unable to capitalize on anything.
Their grab comes out, and we do have the hack. I don't know if he's going to invest it. But I'm going to have to invest it.
And this is the thing about push is, man, Doane about to win the game already. Right. Sometimes if you just win a few fights in a row, you can just end the game immediately. Yeah. And it's over already. The fastest push map ever.
Yeah. The thing about, even if they won that fight, they still wouldn't have pushed their side at all because they have to get the robot all the way back to the middle.
Yep.
Just start even pushing their own side. So it looks like they got rolled here, and that they will go to Flashpoint.
Yes, Flashpoint is next after that quick round of push.
Yeah, that was the fastest game I've watched, and Wartburg might feel a little bad from that game. I don't know how they're...
Yeah, you got to have the memory of a goldfish sometimes when you're a competitor. You have to just forget what happened and go to the next map.
Yeah. So we do go to... So Wartburg is going to ban... No, they're... Yeah, Wartburg... No, the winner bans a map, and then Wartburg will pick the map.
Yes, yes. Or actually, in Flashpoint, there are only 2 maps, so winner does not ban, loser just straight up picks from the 2 maps.
Yeah. So we'll see if they switch any of the comps they're running here or anything. But
New Junk City will be the map.
I don't know if they want to play more things with mobility because these maps are really big. And this is actually my favorite Flashpoint map, I'd say.
Yeah, I go back and forth on which one is my favorite personally. But Doane now on game point here. If Doane takes this map, they will take the match tonight.
So I think these maps are interesting because I don't know. I was wondering about these two. Does a point go faster if there's multiple people on it?
No, once you capture the point, it
So
just
like
steadily ticks up regardless of who's on it.
Okay. So yeah. So it's just a big one capture game and one basically, and they go to I don't know.
It's 3. The first one to capture 3 points gets the map. So it's basically control, but a best of 5 instead of best of 3, and there's no loading screens in between. Basically,
so
it just goes
one big.
And it goes way faster. The point captures way faster than in control.
Oh. I think Wartburg probably prefers a bigger. They don't play as good on control. I mean, what I've seen. So maybe this can be their redemption from their control.
Yeah. And we see the Zarya into Orisa matchup going now for tank.
Yeah, we get an
not
early
in favor of Wartburg.
They get an early pick on the Reaper, so that's really good. And they're putting that forward pressure, even though they have their part down, they're just gonna keep putting that pressure to keep staggering them as much as they can.
There was the Sombra in the back line able to get the Zen, but not going to be enough to win the point.
So we do get the point pretty early on, and these usually go to like 1 or 2 fights. Oh no, just probably like 2 fights max.
Yeah, usually 2 fights unless they're real quick.
Yeah.
As you can see, look, it's already a quarter
Good
of the way
wall
captured.
by the Mei here. Just try to block him off here.
Let's take a look at how Anna's doing in the back line, kind of dealing with this Sombra harassing her over and over and over again.
Just getting bullied by the Sombra. Ends up pinging here to show their team, just help me out here. It looks like they don't have anything that can like dive up there other than
Reaper can teleport,
Reaper,
but that's about it. And now you see Anna repositioning, trying to rotate away from the Sombra, which is smart. I mean, Sombra can also move pretty quickly.
Yeah, we have Zen ult, which is like a lightsaber to like other ult. Maybe like he'll pop it when they grab here, maybe. Alright.
You see Nano being popped now.
We do love to give the Nano to the. So we do pop the Zen ult just to make sure the horse or Orisa doesn't die here. And the point does go towards overtime. So this is the second fight. So they didn't touch in time. So the point does go to.
Yeah, the tank was able to touch, but just died in the process, and nobody was able to follow up. So now the point moves to a new location, and you'll see the whole team rotating. I'm just realizing now that as a spectator, you don't see the big indicator of the point is here that the players see. So that's how they know which direction to move.
And then if you haven't played this mode a bunch and not knowing where they spawn, you can accidentally might run into their spawn as well.
yeah, it is chaotic. I personally would rather play Control than this mode.
Yeah, this is my least favorite mode out of all of them right now. Okay, so this point is very high ground. Wait, I didn't even know if she popped her fortify, she could walk out of that.
Yeah, I did not know that either. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Still secures him the fight.
Yeah, but if the Reaper to fall back.
Yeah, that was one of those instances where Wartburg thought they were going to be able to get to the point first, and they weren't. It kind of got caught off guard. It got off-angled.
But they do have equal amount of ults, but they do have 2 double support ults, while we have the other 3 ults. And we have the Sombra, the hack. So I mean, she did hit a really good hack last game. With all last game. But
yeah, there it is. There's the EMP getting popped, and now Reaper ults.
Reaper
is
just
going
press
to find
Q
one.
and it gets 2, gets 1, and cleans up the
And
second.
that is a quick team kill from
Quick
Wartburg.
team kill, and they invested 2 ults there, the Reaper and the Force ult.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Doane used 1 in the form of EMP. So it would be an interesting fight now. Ana might be able to farm Nano mid-fight here.
Yeah. So yeah, Ana will have the Nano for the fight, and will probably give the Force like she's always been.
As Arisa drops down a little early, forcing the rest of their team to drop down as well.
Which is very interesting, because they like to play the high ground as much as they can, and then fall down as late as possible.
And Ana being trapped in here with a Lucio.
Just gets her Nano, but doesn't get that off. And it does look like Doane is going to get the point. So we do have one more fight here for this point. And this is the max amount of points, like fights you're going to get on 1 point.
Yeah, typically whoever gets this one will have the whole 100% cap of this point.
Yeah. So it goes significantly faster than it does.
And it looks like they're opting to just run straight to point. They don't even worry about the high ground. They say, you can have it. We'll just fight down here, out of your line of sight.
Soldier ult does go out.
And Juno going to go down as Sombra appears behind him.
Ana does go out before he dies here. So let's see if that... Wartburg does have the point currently, but can they hold that? That's the real problem. Because we have a full Surge Zarya running at them.
It's a lot to ask.
And it looks like Doane just takes this out, and they're going to take this point. So, the point is going to move again.
And Doane kind of being the MVP of that fight, right? Or Sombra being the MVP of that fight right there for Doane. As they were able to take out both of Wartburg's supports.
Yeah.
Also, Dwayne's new spawn is just right next to Wartburg's old spawn. That's weird. I don't know why this game is like that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is confusing. I feel like only if you have 100 hours on just this mode alone, you'll understand. Does teleport on the soldier to get that early pick, but does with like point-blank shots somehow. So they do get to the point early, and they're gonna... Argos is gonna try to sneak up here. Gonna farm his ult here. He's gonna does get his ult here. I wonder.
Kills Zarya right as Zarya pops Grav. That's a huge kill.
Grav gets wasted here. Then we do have a pause going out. I don't know what happened.
Not sure what happened either. I'm guessing that's on the side of us. Must have some technical difficulties. A game crash, probably on the side of Wartburg, and probably from Yogatoon, I would assume.
Yep. Game crash, and apparently we said the all good.
Yeah, not sure. Okay, I guess that was
never mind. You got fake
quickly.
Fake game crash.
Or maybe the game crashed and they waited, because you do have to wait till the fight finishes and before you can pause.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Maybe they didn't see the ready.
Now waiting for confirmation from Doane before this game can resume. That is an unfortunate thing that happens. Luckily, pause is a feature in the game, but...
Yeah. Which in Overwatch, it's so much worse than Valorant, because Valorant you can just do it before the round even starts. It doesn't really impact much.
Yeah. In Rocket League, there is no pausing. You just have to keep playing.
Really?
Yep.
I feel like it would be pretty easy to implement in Rocket League.
Yep. Yes, it would. There is in the game. The feature does exist in the game of Rocket League because it can happen in pro matches. But you need special like privileges from Psyonix themselves to have lobbies with that type of admin privilege. Why they don't just give access to pausing to everybody, I have no idea.
Gatekeeping. Okay, so they are ready now.
Okay.
So we'll see the game start here soon. Wartburg does start off at the point. We do have the 2 ults here from the Horse and the Reaper.
Let's see who might have been crashed. It seems like everybody's here. Must have been the Mei, as May's running back from spawn now.
So we do see the Ramatra pick come out. It's the first time we've seen Ramatra all day, all fight today.
Yeah, which is interesting because typically Zarya beats Orisa and
solo ults the Lucio does win out this fight with everyone. No, it's actually closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought the fight was going to be
no idea how Doane was able to pull that one out. Wartburg started off strong, and they just full committed onto this Ramatra, who did not die.
Yeah. It looks like Soldier accidentally pressed Q there at the end there, so the Soldier all just got wasted basically there. They do have the Lucio ult here for the next fight, and whoever wins this next fight should be able to win this point.
And it is really important to have control of the point as you're fighting. 'Cause this whole time this fight's going on, the whole time Wartburg's trying to push in, Doane is just ticking up in percent.
We just have they're just getting bullied from the back. It does take out the Zen and the Mei goes down here. And we have ults to use, but we need to win right now. And to see if we get too greedy. I feel like we got a little too greedy there. See if we get some damage out, but does end up capturing the point.
And Wartburg, once again, you know, like
they didn't fully capture the point.
Doane had the initial picks and everything, but Wartburg kind of ending on top in this fight as Margash on Reaper does actually go down right there as Soldier picks him off. But Wartburg going to try to just hold everybody off from touching for just 10 more %.
I think Orisa should push up a little here. Oh, big wall.
Oh, somebody was able to touch. Probably Lucio. Soldier's going to die for it. Lucio is on point.
And just taking out. We do have the Mei ult coming out too, but they're getting shaken down by flies and coming down. So that fight was not good for the Doane side because they did have to invest the. I think they also invested. No, they invested just the. Okay, they swapped. That's why I'm getting confused. They
Yes, I forget who they were on for. Yes, Lucio. That's what it was. I think they did use Lucio ult as well.
They did use Lucio ult, and that's swapped. So they invested in Lucio ult, lost the fight, and so they don't have that. They swapped. So they still have the. They still have the ult coming out from the Ramatra and.
Wartburg just trying to reset to full health here before they push in, but Margash is actually going to go down before the fight even really starts.
Yeah,
that's been really happening a lot this whole round, probably because of that Sombra.
Yeah, Sombra is just bullying their back line. Oh, the Ramatra does get pushed out of position, but ends up going back to safety. And they're going down before even going into the point.
And now Wartburg going to look to try to reset here. Hopefully nobody else goes down. Zarissa's on 8 HP, and so is Mei.
Oh my god, I was on my toes. I thought they were going to die and have a even more delayed fight there.
They are able to reset. This is going to be, they need to win this fight if they want this point.
Yeah. But Wartburg is up on 2 so far, so if they don't win this fight, they still have another chance. So they have the Ramatra all go down and just literally bully this guy in the corner and just hold left leg. You have the ult go out, pop that, bro. Gotta pop that earlier. The guy was 1 HP.
Yeah, a little greedy there to get a few little bit more charge.
Yeah, he was already nanoed, so he would have died anyway.
A nano actually doesn't increase the amount of damage from Orisa ult. Fun fact.
I thought they did. Never mind.
So Wartburg does have control of this point. If they're able to fully cap it to 100%, they will win this map.
Yeah, this will be the last fight if Wartburg wins.
As we see Orisa doing some hardcore parkour over that little gap in the middle.
Yeah. So we still see them sticking on Ramatra, but the Doane side does have 3 ults to work with here, both support ults and that soldier ult. So pop that ult early. I don't know who they give it to. I think they give
Gets left, but gets the kill on the visor first.
Yep.
That's a huge ultimate as Zenyatta goes down here, just on support. It looks like Wartburg should have control of this.
Yep. So just trying to stay alive. Wartburg is winning this fight. So if Wartburg is set to win this if they get to 100%. So they're going to have to get here fast, which I feel like they might be, I don't know, it's going to be really, really close.
They have Juno's speed boost, but they do not have Lucio.
To even touch, it's going to be close.
Let's see. And it's not going to be a well set up fight. It's going to be a rushed fight.
It's going to be a Maracha just trying to run in if he can get it. It's going to be a really rough fight for the Doane side.
Soldier's running in now.
So they end up touching it.
Yeah, Sombra with the touch, able to teleport in.
So, and it looks like they
do not stay on point. There we go. Wartburg taking that one. Now it is going all the way to game 5. This is an extremely close game. I mean, some of the maps individually have not been close, but overall, very, very close.
Play of the game.
Lurgan Turgan has the Zen on the play of the game here. This was on the 2nd point, or 3rd point. Ends up, this is when the Lucio ulted and they try to run in. So that was at the end of that 1 point.
So this will be hybrid now.
Hybrid.
Since Escort was picked earlier.
Okay.
Now this will be hybrid.
So we'll probably see King's Row come out.
Very, very likely we will see King's Row, some other options that it could be. Blizzard World, Eichenwald, Hollywood, Midtown, Nubani, or Paraiso.
All of them are good, I feel like, other than Paraiso.
Yeah, we typically don't like Hollywood as a team since it's more of a pokey, long-range, open sightline map, and we don't have a whole lot of players who play more sniper-like characters. We like the shorter range, kind of brawlier maps, as that's why we thrive right there on New Junk City. There's a lot of tight corners. They have to get in close range. We can play that Reaper. We can play Orisa, and we were able to kind of push them out of there. So I could see on the side of Wartburg probably wanting to get something closer to something like King's Row, which is a little bit closer range. Eichenwald is close range at points, but also long range at other points. Point 2 is very long range, but point 3 is very close range, so could be anything.
We'll see. Wartburg probably, you said, will ban the Hollywood, and then we'll see what they would want to pick from there. So this is going to be a really interesting game. Get going one way with each time. And yeah, so like the maps were close, but overall it's pretty close. So
overall, it's coming down to the final map here. Because push was not close. Control was closer than it looks on the scoreboard with 2-0.
Yeah.
I mean, Wartburg at least was in the game where push
was
tough. But yeah, Watchpoint Gibraltar was very close. New Junk City, honestly, still relatively close.
Yeah. But it doesn't really matter now. We just have to see who wins this hybrid match, and then we'll take it down. So it's basically just a hybrid. Yep, hybrid between Control and Escort. So, which I prefer Escort over hybrid because you have, I feel like it's harder to get that 1 point, and if you don't end up getting that point, then you're just like cooked.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
So you have to secure the point before. I wonder if they can do like a reverse hybrid. How would that work?
Yeah, you have to like push a payload to a specific point, and then once you're there, you have to capture it.
Yeah.
That would be really hard to design because I feel like once you push the cart to that point, then I feel like you're already on that point, so you'd have the advantage.
Yeah, or maybe the point, maybe it's like a 2 CP thing, where if you capture the point, then the point just moves somewhere else, and you have to cap it at the end. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like what's that one map? Legend of Anubis, kind of.
Temple of Anubis.
Temple of Anubis. If it started off as a payload to the first point, and then it started off at that last point. But I feel like the problem with that was that it ended in too many ties anyway. Because of that second point, it was hard to get. Anyway.
Yep. Yeah. Some not so fond memories of 2CP.
Yeah.
And the other problem was, the second point was so hard to get because their spawn was right there. So
maybe if
especially because it was 6v6, that's 6 people you had to kill basically all at the same time. Otherwise, they can switch to characters that can like kind of stall out. Like Reaper can kind of wraith form and be untouchable for a while, or Mei can just jump on the ice thing and ice block.
And then if you have carry now, you can just teleport to the point and just just so it'd be hard now.
And it looks like we're gonna see Blizzard World coming out for this final map. I mean, not Blizzard World. Blizzard World was banned. Midtown is going to be the map. Blizzard World was the ban.
Okay. Okay. So we'll see what if they use the same. Both teams like to play Sombra here. Oh yeah, that's Midtown. Okay, Midtown's a good map actually. I really like.
Yeah, I like Midtown as well. I know some of Wartburg's players. Some are not fans, some are. I think Wartburg is fine. They've had some rough games on it, but we've also had some phenomenal games on it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Last year it was a favorite of ours. This year, with 2 new players, I think they're not as much of a fan.
All right. So we're going to hop into the game now. We're in Midtown.
And you can see that the attackers have to push under this bridge here.
It's night now.
Yeah, teams can choose whether they want night or day.
Oh, really?
Yep. So one team picks the map, and the other team gets to pick time of day. So it doesn't really make a difference other than just aesthetic, really.
I've never seen this map in the nighttime.
But yeah, the attackers have to push under that bridge right there, past this fire truck, onto this first point here, and that can be very difficult to do.
I can't see it on this screen. I don't know if you.
Oh, yeah. Let me swap it over so everybody at home can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So this bridge right here, they have to push under that bridge onto this point here, and it can be a very difficult task at times for the attackers to do, especially when defenders are sitting up on this high ground shooting down at you right as you try to walk through. So we'll see how both teams.
So we do see the Lari come on. So I don't. Yeah, I totally forgot she was a support. Both teams are running the Alari.
Yeah, that you don't see that very often, but she's a little bit better on this map.
Her healing turret can put out a lot of healing.
I have never seen this healing turret spot back here in this corner. That is interesting.
It's really hard to destroy it there, because you have to actually be on top to even destroy it, first of all. And it's just a small angle. Anyway.
Wartburg is on the blue team now.
Okay. Yep. So I won't mix it up, probably. So we do move the turret. Or does she get 2 turrets? Just 1. And so just putting that Alari with her beam. And Alari does have a good damage output as well with her I think her left click. I don't remember which one it is.
Yeah, the left click shoots, the right click heals.
Yep. A lot of ones are different. Like Carrie's left click is healing, right click damage. Just trying to put that pylon down can do it does a lot of healing. If you don't shoot that, then
yeah, both teams now
just basically have
surviving from healing from the pylon.
Yeah. So they do opt to go into this hallway or room over there where they usually just spawn in the next point if they got it.
A great kind of boop from Alari onto that Reaper to get him out of that high ground. The soldier could be a problem. Alari looking to take him down, but the rest of their team's dying in the meantime.
Yeah. Flurgan Turgan is a healer main, so I don't know if we'll see those picks come out.
He did play DPS actually for us the past 2 years, so now
maybe
swap
he's not
it
used
over.
to it. Maybe he's not used to that time Alari's gun has to charge, because it does have to charge up every single time you do max damage.
See the Alari ult coming out now, looking to try to save this fight.
And
but
it gets absorbed by the Sigma ult, which is huge.
Wartburg gonna go down there.
But they invested 2 ults there, so both support ults were invested, and they only invested the Sigma ult, I think. I don't know. I don't remember if he ulted or not.
Yeah, must have if it's only 22%.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ana gonna fall down early there to the.
And he'll get to the old
rockets.
spawn too, the further spawn.
Yes.
We do see the Sim come out. I love to play Sim on this map actually. I think it's really fun.
And now we have Zenyatta back on Blurgenturg. No more Alari. But that does mean we only have Zenyatta heals, one of the slowest healers right now until Ana makes their way back. They're taking a lot of chip damage. They're going to have to back up.
We're going to play very passive here just because the Ana went down early. And can't hide between the Sigma if he has that, just that right amount of range.
Especially when your whole team is hiding in the same spot.
Yeah.
I think that's something that Wartburg is struggling with right now. I think they're kind of traumatized from that Sombra lurking behind them, that they're grouping up a little bit too much. I'd love to see them take multiple angles of attack.
Hey, when they played on Gibraltar, I think they played those different angles better than they. Was it Gibraltar? No, it was the first map they played actually. So the Orisa does go down here with the Illari ult, I think it was. The Illari ult is very interesting. They can have a cascade effect basically if it hits multiple people at once.
And no one contesting point
no one
here.
contesting the point. Yoga Toon is a little delayed on jumping on the point there. Does get taken down, and they still get the point. So they're on the final push here basically, and they have 4 minutes to get to the next one. So we do have all our ults basically on this next fight here, and so do they, except the Illari ult that got invested in the last fight. You have they're trying to take that high ground on the. Honestly, I don't think I've ever been up there when I did this map, but it's a very strong position. Just like
Dodging the rock there.
Yeah. Does end up using the Orisa ult to get the turret they got the kill on, but they do take out the fight. They do win the fight out by taking the Sigma, but the Sigma still does have her ult. But the thing is, they did use 3 of their ults, so they don't have that for this fight. The only ult they have is that Sigma ult. And we do have the Sim ult to help, but it's a Sim ult, so it's not gonna do much, but blocks some damage. I don't know if he's a professional Sim ult.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. I think this is a pretty good corner though
Yeah,
to place it on.
pop it on. Oh, it does
Places
pop
it this way, which allows them to kind of wait it out.
Yeah. They do have the Symmetra ult, not Symmetras, Zenyatta ult here, so if they ever get in danger, they can just pop you and they
Great teleporter up there to just take down that soldier.
I don't know who that was in the back in the corner. It was really low. The Reaper's trying to pick out the back line while the Sigma ults and this 2 of them gets taken out. The Symmetra and the Zen taken out. And it looks like Pickle Poet is fighting for his life and does get taken down. Oh, he gets slapped, but ends up. We switched to the Life Weaver actually. Interesting. We do have the Nano, and we switched to the Leaper guy, Winston.
Monkey.
We do have the Illari ult
Nano
on
Winston
the other
coming
side.
out right now.
Just pop it. Tries to block it. Just
needed like one more
Yep.
ammo.
It does take out Maragaz with the ult. And Wartburg is winning. Is on equal size here, honestly. But it looks like Doane is winning this fight currently.
And now this is one of the issues of playing Winston on defense is you want to be in your opponent's backline, but somebody needs to be contesting the point then, and if not the tank, then who?
Sigma does have his kinetic grasp, but does stop incoming projectiles and bullets to help him heal. So can't really shoot him during that, and he's on the point. So what do you do?
Yeah, Wartburg having the work cut out for them now. Going to have to also push this payload all the way.
They got in a minute 41 seconds. So I think the main problem with that is it just started bad from the first fight, and I don't think they won a single fight other than at the end there when they popped the.
Yeah, point 2, they never fully regrouped.
Yeah.
That Ana got picked early, and they were never able to recover from that.
Yeah, so that was their weakest part of that whole thing. Point 1 that can happen. They put up time, but they didn't have to. The Doane side didn't have to fight at all. The second point. That's why it's really important to make sure you're not fighting for no reason. Just fight with the team.
Father said there is authentic Vietnamese food in big cities. What should I try first?
So it looks like we have the Alari pick still on the Doane side, but we don't see that on the Wartburg side. They
Just
are opting to
one
go with the
more mission.
Juno and the Ana again. But Doane does not have the Ana. They usually play the Ana. I don't remember who played it, but they had pretty good anti nades go out as well. So we still have the Mei and the Reaper here. So we'll see how this works. This is the main fight. If this fight can go well here, then they can see hope. Because this is the last match we're playing. So
Wartburg opting to go around left side as
yeah.
well, just like Doane did.
Doane did on their attack as well. Which for a long time I didn't even know that lane existed. We had the Reaper always just in their backline trying bullying their supports, and so their support does go down, but Turkin does go down, but it is Juno, so it does have the mobility to get back to the fight.
Oh, and Soldier getting cut out, but the pylon
Bro,
keeping him
wow.
alive.
That pylon could hit him from there. Wow.
Yeah, the range is pretty insane. It does finally go down now, but
Yeah.
at what cost? The fight's kind of done.
Yeah. So Picklepo opting to back out, and I think there is a pathway to the right of them. I think they flanks him as well. I don't know.
It just goes into this building when
Oh,
it comes
okay.
out. You still have to go under the bridge.
So they're opting to go on this left side again. I wonder if they're going to take the same pathway as they did last week. Yep, they're going. And we'll see what picks can come out, but they do have the Sigma ult, which gets 3 of them, I'm pretty sure. And they get, I don't know who the Nano went to, but Maragaz does get 2, as well as the Doane side does get 2 as well. So an even fight right now. I don't know what healers are up. It's 1-1 healers. No, both healers go down on the Wartburg side, but Picklepo is trying to even the healing numbers. Dumps on the Sigma, seeing hope to kill, but does hit a great rock, put him out. So it looks like Wartburg is struggling to get this first point here, but they still do have 2 minutes to get this point here. That's what I was saying before. This point, if you can't get it, then you don't have a chance to do the rest of the game. So Blurring Turgan is aware of the Reaper now, so they have dropped on their backline twice. So just making sure that doesn't happen again. So you don't want to repeat what's happened in the last 2 fights, which didn't turn out the greatest. But we do have the Maragaz ult come out here, the Reaper ult. And Doane does pop that Reaper ult. He does have that flank on the... We have Pickle Poet being low to 150 HP here. But he's trying to stay alive around this phone booth. Or bus stop. I mean. So this doesn't look good for the Wartburg side. The Reaper does go down with this ult.
Wartburg almost maybe would have rather have died there and regrouped. They only have 1 fight left now, so they need to make sure they don't die. Luckily, they are still alive.
We have the Nano go... No, not Nano. Oh, the Juno ult go out, which makes them do more damage? Yeah. You have a frozen Sigma that no one paid attention to and didn't get shot at once.
Yeah,
So,
opted to go for the Ana in the back, was busy healing the frozen Sigma, which did work out.
Yeah. And it does look like they end up winning the... It's close, actually. I don't know.
It's a 1v1 on the point.
Oh my god. They come back. I think he should have just... I think he was nervous and just hit his shift ability, which I feel like if he just had to hit 1 more right click.
1 right click would have done it.
I think he had to be more confident in his ability to kill the Reaper there. I think that was the downfall of that fight right there. That goes up to that 1v1 right there. But we still have the Orisa and the Odysseus taken down, and that is... Wait. Overtime? You never know.
You never know.
You can
we do
test
have the
point.
GGs in the chat, so...
Yep. Not much he can do. 1v5ing. Yep.
That is going to be
I
it.
think at the end there, it's not just on that one, I don't know who it was, but
Yogatoon.
I think he just had to be more confident in his ability to kill that guy.
Yeah, she just needed to go for 1 right click. I think that's all she needed to do there. And 'cause she played stall instead, but we didn't have the time to stall.
Yeah.
They had the respawn advantage, so we just needed to get on that point and start capturing it right away.
Yeah. Just taking out that. I think yeah, you have to like play for the win, just killing each other there. Just play the 1v1. But who knows? Maybe they just get stopped on the next point either way. So.
And that will be the win
On
for Doane.
Doane, yep. So orange wins. So we're orange. So we basically won.
Yeah. Yeah, GG's.
Yeah.
Definitely a back and forth game. You know, looking at this map count right now, literally was every other game that a different team was winning. So
Yeah.
a great job to all these players that played tonight. Wartburg will definitely have some work to do. We're looking at those VODs and those replays, how to learn from it.
Yeah.
But that's what it's all about. It's all about playing and learning from your mistakes, and it's really who's the best team come playoff time, right? So not too worried. Wartburg going to go 0-2 now to start the season, but great things to come. Great things to come for sure.
Yeah, one thing that Wartburg needs to focus on, I think, one thing at least, is to not die before the fight starts. Just maybe fighting with more of a purpose. Like what's just the risk taking, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. 100%. I think that happened a lot, and some of it was the compositions. Some was like the Sombra picking us off, but other times was just over peaking and not using cover enough.
Yeah. But we did have a long night with the matches here, so.
Yeah, and happy Valentine's Day to all your
Yeah.
viewers. Thanks for tuning in and spending your Valentine's Day with us, watching some Wartburg Overwatch gameplay. And we'll hope to see you back next week for MVEC and NECC matches. So thanks for watching and have a good night.